welcome, and I'm going to announce her as the Anointed because she is. She is chosen to be someone that's going to help bring you to the next level of your wellness. Please welcome none other than the Anointed Educator. Let's bring her to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Here.
You've had a full day today, and you've experienced a lot of emotions. I can just only imagine, just from the snippet that I did here, it's been a day of emotion. But I want to talk to you briefly today about the changing dynamics of caregiving. And I titled that because I've been a caregiver for my mother. I was a caregiver for my dad. And now I am a caregiver. I am supporting the caregiving of my significant other. And I'm telling you, it's a different dynamic I've learned from each experience. I mean, there's been some similar things that take place. You know, the loneliness, the grief, the fear, seeing this person in the state they are. But this time around, the third time around, and my thing is, each time I do it, I want to get better. I want to be a better caregiver. So the first time with my mom, I took care of her. I was there with her. And I mean, just a lot of sleepless nights. With my dad, it was a little bit different. I didn't have the sleepless nights because I had some support. He was in a very good VA medical center and had care, but I was traveling to go and see him, and he would call me and talk with him. But this go around, I witnessed the person go through what led them to the state they're in now. So this is a gentleman I've been dating now for 7 years, and we have had a very good relationship. And we were traveling on a tour bus to Niagara Falls. And while on the tour bus, he experienced a stroke. So here we are out in the middle of North Carolina, someplace I had never even heard of. And we had to stop the bus, get off the tour bus, get onto an ambulance in North Carolina, and go to the hospital to find out, the extent of the damage of his stroke. Now, the stroke did not affect him physically. He has no physical impairments, but it did affect his hearing and his cognition. And it's a rapid decline in his cognition from October of last year to now that I have witnessed. I'll give you one prime example. Yesterday, he calls me up and he says, "Hey," he says, "I need to ride down to Georgia to see my sister. So would you be willing to ride with me?" Just that quick, he realized he'd forgotten that, number one, he does not drive anymore. Number two, we are 3 hours apart. So he can't just come by my house and pick me up and we hit the highway. He had just forgotten, just that quick. And so when I said the changing dynamic is now, you have to change your approach and how you communicate as a caregiver. And so instead of me just going, "Well, hey, you can't come pick me up, you don't drive, and I just said, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll be here waiting. And when you get ready, come and get me." Because I knew 15 minutes from now, or from that moment, he would not even remember the conversation because his cognition, his memory is declining just that fast. And so it's a different dynamic each time that I have been a caregiver. It's a different dynamic. But even though that dynamic changes, fear is still there. Loneliness is still there. Hopelessness is still there. I mean, it's so to the point now with the hopelessness, I'm like, okay, I'm supporting in the care, but there's nothing I can do to help make his situation better. So my goal is, with the change in my dynamic, is to make sure that he has the best quality of life possible. So all the things that we enjoyed prior, I see to it that we still do. And so I want to say to all the caregivers out there, to you out there, and to you on the stage, caregiving is really an honor. For me, it's been an honor. It's been a hard thing to do. I think I've seen myself go down the tubes a little bit physically as a result of being the caregiver. But at the same time, I was chosen by God for that designated time to be there for someone in need. And so I say to each caregiver out there, you have been chosen to do what you do. Do it to the best of your ability and do it from the heart. And when you do it from the heart, things seem to get a little bit easier when you do it from the heart. But at the same time, humble yourself and wave that white flag. If it's just for 10 minutes, wave it. There is help out there. Sometimes we just have to ask. And a lot of times we neglect to ask. I know for myself. I felt it was my responsibility as my parents' daughter because they had taken care of me. That was my job, nobody else's. But at the same time, I had to take care of myself to be able to take care of them effectively. So do not be afraid to ask for help. Seek out resources. We have the internet now. Get out there and Google. You'll be surprised what you can find. Pick up the phone and call someone and talk. You never know who knows who that can lead you to where you need to be. You never know. So reach out. Ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of necessity and strength to ask for help. To admit that you need help, that's a sign of strength. It really is. Because a lot of people are so afraid to say, well, I can't. If I ask for help, that's going to make me seem weak. Well, you know what? When you're tired and you're actually getting weak, yeah, you are weak. So reach out. Reach out. So I thank each of you for your speaking today. Sherelle, I thank you for what you're doing. I thank God for connecting us 3 years ago through SpeakerCon. That's how we met. And we have been connected ever since. And I have supported her with this caregiving ever since because what you are doing, Sherelle, is something that is much needed. God has chosen you at this time and this place in history to do what you're doing. And I want you to continue. I urge each of you to continue. Basilia, I think your name is Basilia. I listened to you on the author podcast we had that night. I listened to your story, and what you are doing is amazing because it's something that we don't talk about. We don't even think about it. We're so involved with the care of that person. We don't think about the financial aspects and the property and all those things and investments. So I thank you for picking up that banner and running with it because it is a needed service. I thank you so much. So to all of you caregivers, God bless you and continue to do all that you do. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, brilliant,
Give
brilliant.
her some love. We see why Constance is an
yes.
international speaker. Peace ambassador, 13-time best-selling author. Wow. She's been on stages in France, Paris, and so many places, not just here, but around the world. And we are so grateful, Constance, that you were able to come and share your love and light with us today. And it is without question that you are the anointed educator because we got some education today and it was quick, short, and sweet, and to the point. One of the most profound things that you said is that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. And I absolutely love that. And for those of you that's viewing this around the world, we know in some countries we have traditions. We're not supposed to say we're afraid or we're not supposed to cry, but ask for help because it is not a weakness. It is a strength. Come on, let's hear it. Anointed educator. Constance Woulard. Yes. Woo-woo.